Have you ever felt like you're trying to read a book written in a language you almost understand, but not quite? That's exactly how it feels when you're trying to figure out if a woman secretly likes you. Most men wait for a clear yes or no, but attraction rarely works that way. In reality, attraction is communicated quietly through habits, energy, and subconscious signals most people overlook. Today, we're breaking down 5 powerful psychological signs that show she's deeply attracted to you. Not obvious flirting, not surface-level smiles, but behaviors that come straight from her subconscious. And make sure you stay until the end, because sign number 5 is a psychological reaction she doesn't even realize she's giving. And if you want to understand human psychology, attraction, and relationships on a deeper level, make sure you're subscribed. Now let's get into it. Sign 1. The pattern of eye contact. You've heard that eye contact matters, but it's not about how much she looks at you, it's about how she looks. When a woman feels attracted, her attention naturally locks in. You'll notice her gaze lingering just a second longer than normal, or her eyes returning to yours repeatedly, even after looking away. One powerful pattern to watch for is this. She looks at one eye, then the other, then briefly at your lips and back to your eyes. This isn't deliberate flirting. It's a subconscious signal that her attention is shifting from conversation to connection. Another key moment? When you catch her looking, and instead of acting neutral, she looks down with a small, shy smile. That reaction happens when emotion hits before logic does. Sign 2. Mirroring and reduced distance. When people feel emotionally connected, their bodies start syncing up. If you lean back and she adjusts her posture shortly after, if you take a sip of your drink and she does the same without realizing, that's subconscious mirroring. It's her nervous system saying, "I feel aligned here." You'll also notice changes in distance. She may stand slightly closer than necessary, sit next to you when there are other seats available, or find small reasons to brush past you. These aren't accidents, they're quiet tests of physical and emotional comfort. Sign 3. Attention to small details. This one most men miss. When a woman is attracted, she remembers details that don't matter to anyone else. Something you mentioned weeks ago, a preference you casually dropped in conversation, a story you didn't think was important. That kind of memory isn't politeness, it's prioritization. If she brings up small details you forgot you shared, it means your words stayed with her. And when she asks thoughtful follow-up questions, she's not filling silence, she's building emotional connection. Sign 4. Preening and vocal shifts. Attraction doesn't just show in behavior, it shows in tone. When she talks to you, you may notice her voice sounds warmer, lighter, or more expressive than usual. Not louder, not forced, just different. That shift happens naturally when someone feels emotionally engaged. You'll often see this paired with subtle grooming behaviors, adjusting her hair, fixing her clothing, touching her neck or collarbone. She's not trying to impress you consciously. Her body is simply responding to feeling seen and noticed. Sign 5. Subtle jealousy and emotional guarding. This final sign is easy to miss but incredibly revealing. Pay attention to how she reacts when other women come up in conversation. Not dramatic jealousy, but small shifts. Her body language may tighten slightly. She might change the subject. Her tone may cool for a moment before returning to normal. This happens when she subconsciously views you as more than a friend. Another detail? Physical barriers. If she moves her phone, bag, or objects away to keep space between you, she's guarded. If she clears that space without thinking, she's inviting closeness. That openness isn't random, it's emotional permission. Closing. Here's the most important thing to understand. None of these signs mean much on their own. Real clarity comes from patterns, not moments. When you start noticing several of these behaviors consistently, that's when attraction is quietly forming beneath the surface. And the goal isn't to manipulate these signals, it's to recognize them with awareness, respect, and confidence. Because real attraction isn't built through tricks, it's built when two people feel safe, seen, and emotionally aligned. If you've noticed some of these signs recently, drop a comment and share your experience. And if this helped you understand attraction on a deeper level, make sure you're subscribed because this channel is all about psychology without games. I'll see you in the next one.
See you next video.